There we go.
Extreme is life.
Oh, dear me.
Wow.
Oh, hello.
Yep.
We've got some people. Hello. Can you see the comments? Hello, everybody.
How can I
Yes,
see the
hello.
comments? I cannot.
Oh, so hello. We are live and we're having some delightful technical issues because this is the first time we've done it. So bear with us, everybody. Bear with us. But thank you for joining us. Can everybody hear us? Can you hear us okay? I can see the comments, thank God. So, but those ladies
Okay, so you
can't.
can see the comment. Yeah, we can't. I can't see them. Oh, that's unfortunate.
If you click on comments, Stacy, private chat, and then comments. If you click
Is
on
it
comments,
still?
then
Oh,
you
so
can
we're not
see.
in chat. Okay. Now listen, I am a tech whiz, and I knew that. I wanted to see if you knew that.
Good. You can hear us great. Honestly, keep posting in the chat. So we know what the hell's going on, because quite frankly, none of us here know what the hell's going on today. We've managed to get it working, which is amazing. Hi, Pam.
God.
Hi, everybody.
Hi,
Petra.
Alex.
Hi.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you guys. Is it okay? Are we fine? What's happening?
Is the audio coming through okay? We had a bit of a problem, so let me know if the audio is coming through okay. Let me turn my phone off. Can everybody hear us all right? Yes, perfect. Great. Good. All right, so I'm going to start because you can hear us, you can see us. What more can we ask for at this point in time? So welcome to the very first Spain Relocation Lounge, and this is going to be an unfiltered chat that we're going to be doing very regularly. If today works, today doesn't work, it's going in the bin, quite frankly, but hopefully it'll be good. So hi, everybody knows me, I hope. I'm Natasha, and I've got two amazing ladies with me today, Stacy and Redfox. So Redfox, just introduce yourself and then we'll go into Stacy.
Hi, my name is Redfox. I see a lot of names that I recognize on here. It's great that you all were able to join us. So fabulous. I'm happy to be here.
And I am Stacy. I'm excited to be here. I see some people that I know who's in the chat. Hello, how are you? I am so excited to be here in Spain. So I can't wait to hear how this all works. Oh, we are so live. We are so live. Yeah, it's happening.
It might just be us cackling, but there we go. Okay, so today we're going to talk about our whys, why we moved to Spain. The reason I've invited you here, people on the other side of the screen, is we want to hear about your why as well. So this is what we're going to talk about today, our why of moving to Spain, because you really need to hold on to it when you're in the depths of bureaucracy hell and facing the challenges of the rough seas of the voyage to get over to Spain. It's important to be able to remember your why and keep that focus. I want to really briefly start just to say that I really had three whys why I wanted to move to Spain. Brexit being one of them. Yes, no one's going to stop my free movement, I'm afraid. Yes, I won't say too much about that atrocious decision that the UK made, but Brexit was one of them. The other fear I had was laying on my deathbed, surrounded by my loved ones, and me going, why did I not move to Spain? That was fear number two, my why, to push me out. And also, I wanted to reinvent myself. I was bored with my job. I was bored with my life. I was bored with the English weather. And I just wanted to do something totally different and to push myself. So that is my why. So over to you guys. What is your why? Stacy, what was your why for moving over to Spain?
Well, my first why was safety. That was definitely kind of high on my list. And I had lived abroad before and I noticed how much safer it was in other places, and that comfort made me feel good. So I knew that Spain was going to be safer, warmer weather. I originally landed in Fuengirola, and I knew that I wanted to be in the southern part. So weather and yeah, that's two. And the third one is, I think we all know if you're from the US. So
Just say it, Stacy. Just say
yeah, I didn't want to be
it.
there anymore with that person, with that man. It was, I could kind of see the writing on the wall early on, and I had always wanted to live abroad, so that was kind of the last straw, and I just wanted to leave, and it was my exit, and I knew it was my time to go. So there's a whole list of whys that I have, but those were the main three.
And did they keep you going throughout the process, do you think?
Absolutely. Through all of the gathering of documents, through all of the, oh God, I have to make another appointment. Is this going to happen? Like that focus on those whys, critical. And it just kept me pushing because I could see the light at the end of the tunnel. So definitely.
Fabulous. And over to you,
Yeah.
Redfox.
Yes, I remember having a mini meltdown in the parking lot of an Aldi back home and calling you, Tosh.
Yes.
And we had a quick video call. And I don't even remember exactly what the meltdown was about. Not important, because there were many. But during that call, you said, you have to remember your whys. And I went home and I made a list of them and I put it on the fridge.
Yeah.
And every day I would look at this long list, and sometimes I would add to it, So there were a number of whys. Today, just sitting here sharing with everyone, I would say some of the biggest would be safety. Also, where we were, I didn't feel particularly safe going out. We also were really interested in living in a different just culture. Culturally, maybe we didn't feel like we always belonged in the US. So experiencing a different culture, a different way of life, kind of a different way of being, we realized that we wanted something that was feeling less and less possible where we were. So we had to seek it somewhere else. So those would be the top reasons. Yeah,
makes sense. I speak to a lot of people about this, and as Alex have said kind of in the comments, and I imagine lots of people from the US feel the same, is that big safety thing. It's people just feeling so unsafe now. I mean, globally, after what's happening as well. It's not just the US. Everyone's been dragged into this now, which is delightful. So yeah, just feeling generally unsafe. But I think Spain feels like a safe place to live. For me, it does. Anyway, more safe than England, even, to be fair, I think.
Yeah. I definitely feel comfortable. Definitely safe. Feels good.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
100%.
It's good to talk about your. It's good to talk about your whys. Debbie's saying, weather culture, lower cost for retirement. Yeah, I mean, people's even in England, the cost of living is going through the roof up there, and even though Spain isn't as cheap as it was 20 years ago, it's still relatively cheap compared to the rest of the Western world. Especially when it comes to your healthcare as well, doesn't it? You've got a really nasty one over there. That doesn't even cover like all of it as well. The amount of people that I speak to that still have to go to hospital and pay out of pocket for because it's not covered on there. So how does it feel to have medical insurance in Spain that covers pretty much everything if you got took in?
It's amazing.
That I have not had to use. I've not really had to use it, but just hearing the stories of people going, like having emergencies and having to go to the doctor and then coming out going, oh, I don't have to pay anything. I know that's a dead giveaway when that you're American, because you're like, wait, what? Because you're just kind of standing near the counter, like, wait, aren't you? I have my credit card is ready, and it's just not. It's not. You just don't do that. And I experienced that same thing in Korea. It's like, okay, bye bye. Like, you're finished. That's it. You're done. It takes a minute to kind of get used to that, because we're so used to, you're paying this premium, then you go there, you're paying your copay, then you're paying some more, and then you're paying for your medicine, and it's crazy. So yeah. I'm actually excited to go to the doctor. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It must, from somebody coming from the UK that has obviously free healthcare, I can't get my head around how much you guys actually pay in the US for your healthcare. It's like extortionate amounts. The UK would just revolt and burn everything down, I think, if that was the case over there.
What it costs for us here for a year of coverage was just a few hundred more than what it cost per month back in the US.
That's
so
crazy.
It is insane. It's absolutely insane. And I had to have unexpected dental work, and it was literally a tenth of the cost of what it would have been back in the US.
Ooh.
So, I mean, it's almost like the trip has paid for itself. In medical care alone has been insane.
Wow. So I've got 1,300 per month and 1,400 per month.
400 per month. Yes.
Right, for garbage, right?
For garbage
coverage would still, a $9,000, $12,000 deductible, plus copays, plus prescriptions that are still more expensive in the US than here. It's outrageous.
Do you mind saying what you pay for healthcare, both of you, if you can remember? What was your annual premium?
Back in the US?
No, in the US?
Spain.
Oh, here?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I was like, I think I paid $1,200 for the year.
Wow, $1,200 for the year.
For the whole year.
I think it was about $2,000 for the two of us. I think that's about right.
And that's, that's everything.
Wow.
Like, I don't have to worry about it. It was almost comical when I thought it was a typo. When I first saw it, I was like,
wait, what?
That's not right. But, at first I was like, I don't want to say anything. What's happening? That's what it is. And it's stunning. It's actually stunning. Alex was saying, I got 14 months of continuous private healthcare coverage for about $1,400 USD, which would have covered me only 2 to 3 months back in the US. So here is just like, it's just great. And I think what I've heard is a little bit of culture shock about to be real. And I can't speak for myself, but I've heard from other people, it's like it's a different experience going to the doctor, because it's not as, if you're coming in and your leg hurts, they're not about to take your temperature and your blood pressure. Like, they're like, okay, it's your leg. Like, it's more, I feel I'm getting the sense it's more concise. Yeah, it's more concise too. It's not too much repetition. I don't know. I'm not sure, but it sounds like it's quick.
It's a different experience.
More to that. Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, that's
it is. It's definitely
It's a big
It's
why.
definitely a different
Healthcare.
experience. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when you've got a family as well. I'm speaking to somebody, that's got kids and everybody on the healthcare, and it's like, I think it was about $3,500 a month or something US dollars. So it's just like, how do people afford that? And then what happens if you don't have the money? Like, what happens if you don't have the money? I mean, you're right, Veta. Yeah, the public. All right, so I'm on public healthcare because I'm self-employed, so I pay into the Spanish system. So I get free healthcare. Now they're very quick, probably quicker than the UK. If I wanted to go in and have an appointment, you're normally seen within a couple of days, whereas the UK is a bit of a nightmare with that at the moment. The one thing is I need an MRI, and it's a year waiting list. If I went on to private, I would get that within 6 months. But it's not like debilitating what's wrong with me. So I'm like happy to kind of wait the year. We've got a brand new state of the art. There's loads of like brand new hospitals as well in Spain. So I had to go for a mammogram and went to the one down in Estepona that's just been built. It's great because you've got this amazing sea view at the hospital. It's so nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Really nice.
That's
yeah.
nice.
And they're so efficient. They're so efficient. So yeah. But I like state healthcare is fine for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've had friends tell me, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, they got me in quite quickly because it was cysts anyway.
Okay.
It was cysts, but it was a very quick, in a matter of a couple of days appointments for me to get the mammogram. So.
Yeah. No, I've heard from some friends that they just have to drop their healthcare. So like they just don't have it anymore. And that's concerning, like beyond concerning, especially when you have children and small children too. So yeah.
I mean,
so that was definitely one of the reasons to come here.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely, well, it is for you guys. But I don't mind. Well, I'm not paying, but even if I was paying, because I think I got quoted something like €80 a month if I wanted to go into private healthcare. So I mean, it's like next to nothing really, is it? €80 a month.
Oh, somebody's asked about elder care.
So elder care in Spain is predominantly having people come into your home to look after you or whoever. Like it's in-house care. Rather than, I mean, there are nursing homes in Spain. There are a few nursing homes in Spain, but the majority of them are Spanish nursing homes. And it depends what your level of Spanish is like, because people live here for 20, 30 years and don't speak Spanish. And then they're not going to go into a Spanish nursing home that is all Spanish staff and Spanish residents. So there are private residential care homes, but the majority of people, because I've got two friends that own care agencies over here, the people go into the homes and do the cleaning and the meds and things like that. So that's kind of the norm over here, as opposed to nursing homes so much. But they do exist, nursing homes.
Okay.
But few and far between for people that don't speak Spanish, really, and getting people in. But how much they cost, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how much they cost.
Yeah, speaking of Spanish, I'm trying to learn I'm trying desperately to speak Spanish. And, one of the things I notice is when I actively practice when I go out, as clumsy as it is. And inevitably it's like, oh, English? I'm like, yeah. They just switch over.
It's easier for them to talk back to you in English than stand there and watch you struggle trying to get the conjugations to get your sentence out right. Like they just get frustrated to just speak to you in English.
Oh my goodness. I noticed that, but I really want to try to practice it. Because I am studying it. So, and I knew that was another thing on my list for Spain, because I took 4 years in high school of Spanish, and I figured at some point I could kind of get to conversational level. because as I'm studying, all the words have started to come back to me and all of that. But yeah. So yeah, we'll see. I'm trying.
She's trying hard. Do you ladies want to say where you moved over from? Because not everybody on the chat knows you. Where you moved over from, where you moved to, and why you moved. What's your why for moving to the place that you've chosen in Spain, and how long have you been here for?
Okay. Redfox, do you want who's going first?
I can go first. That's fine.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm from Chicago, the Midwest, which that's such a weird name for it. Anyway, very cold. So I left last year in September, arrived in Fuengirola, and it's beautiful there. It's absolutely beautiful there. It's like the beach is gorgeous. And oh God, I just felt so good immediately. I think Alex in the comments had mentioned that the stress was just kind of melting away, and it truly was. And so originally I was going to stay in Fuengirola, and I moved there because of, help from Natasha to guide me in the right, direction. That I wanted a warmer area. I wanted to kind of have access to the water if easy access. I didn't have to be right on it, but I could get to it if I wanted to. And then I was going to stay in Fuengirola, but I ended up in Malaga City, and I absolutely love it here. It's just such a perfect fit for me, and it's easy for me to get to the water. There are beautiful parks and trees. It's stunning. And I'm enjoying it here so much. So that's where I am now. And again, like I said, I wanted to come because of the weather. So I definitely knew I didn't want to go to the north of Spain. So I wanted to kind of be south, try to maybe get trips to Morocco or something like that and just have that kind of access. So that's why I chose the southern part of Spain.
Nice.
The end.
Same. I concur. Not the rainy north for me. Thank you very much. No. Redfox, where did you move from? Where do you live now? And why did you choose where you live?
Well, I'm originally from the East Coast, New York State. So I have to just give a shout out and claim that as my home, because where we lived was Indiana. And I was there for over a decade. It's where my wife lived. And so I moved out to Indiana. We were in Indianapolis. I never really felt at home there. But yes, we lived in Indianapolis. We had a lovely home, beautiful yard, great friends. But we decided to leave that behind for new opportunities. And we weren't sure exactly where. We had never been to Spain before. And we met with Tosh a few days before our trip was already planned. Made some last minute changes to places geographically that we were going to visit. And really, this was ending up on Costa del Sol was just a kind of a last minute addition. And we fell in love with it here. We actually fell in love with the little town of Frigiliana, which is east of Malaga, east of Fuengirola, where other people maybe recognize those names. Absolutely fell in love with it. So we decided to look in that area. And we ended up in a very, very small town called Iznate. We have less than 900 people, I think, here in this town, which is fabulous. I love it personally. We're just a 10, 15, 18-minute drive, and we're on the beach, and we're in the mountains where we are. So we have beautiful views. I love where we live. This is a beautiful, beautiful place to wake up every morning, and the beach is closed. But yes, it is a very small town. It is not for everyone, but we are happy here, and we have found a community here. So it's, yeah, we landed in the right place.
Oh, that's
Amazing.
so good. That's so good. It's so
Yeah.
funny. I was talking to Redfox the other day, and I said, sometimes I open the balcony door and I just love hearing the buzzing and the sounds and the people and the construction. She's like, oh, dear Lord. Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. I get
But
mad
that's
when a car drives by
Same.
on the road down the hill. You are interrupting my bird listening. There is no reason you need to be on the road right now. Yes.
right.
Yes.
Right.
My
I hear birds and I'm like,
yeah.
oh, what is this bird? What is this bird that I'm hearing? And Redfox like, yeah, that's just a pigeon. Oh, okay. Because I'm not, honestly, though, to be fair, the cooing, I hear so much more cooing than I ever heard in the state. Like, they're just happy to be here. And I'm like, okay, birds. But that's the only bird that I have. Where Red Fox was, they have plenty of birds, a plethora of birds. But yeah, I have a little bit of noise. But I will say, when I close the door, I don't hear it as much. But and so that's the thing is with Spain and like with most places, but like we're in two totally different areas. Like my vibe is like I like to hear have the buzz and the energy and and theirs is like peaceful and quiet and don't drive down the street.
Right.
Oh, it's something for everyone. No.
There is.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, there really is.
Spain, there is something for everybody without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah. There's so much choice depending on budget and climate and everything else. And it would be very boring if we all wanted to live in the same space. And very
Thank
Yes.
goodness.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
I even hesitated to say what the name of my town was because I don't really want anybody else showing up. Like, nobody else needs to be coming in
Deb's
here.
is out then. Deb's just said,
Oh, no,
Deb
no.
says I might be your
Edit that
neighbour.
out.
No, Deb, she doesn't want anyone near her in a little village mountain.
She doesn't want
place.
anybody there. Boo.
We already helped bring a family in. That's it. No more Americans. No more. That's
She's
it.
Canadian, Debs. Debs can come. She's good.
Oh,
She's good.
Canadian. Okay, fine.
Deb's
Fine.
allowed.
You call it the Canadians in. You can let the Canadians in.
Well,
Please.
we're on first name basis with the mayor. So,
Okay,
we've
that
got
is
some
wild.
pull. Yeah, we've got some political pull.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm saying a shout out to
I'm just
Lorraine
saying.
in seconds while I remember. Shout out to Lorraine. She was on one of my relocation retreats, my dear, and she's in Madrid now on a scouting trip. So
Hi,
good luck, Lorraine.
Hi, Lorraine. Oh, it's so funny. I was out with some friends of mine, Alex, Pam, and we were walking in Los Boliches. Why can't I say it? Los Boliches. Jeez Louise. And we were just vibing and we're walking and we're I might have been cackling. And all of a sudden this couple behind us was like, there's too much laughing going on, but they were Canadians. And it was such a funny exchange. And we ended up talking with them and I think they visit Spain. I can't remember what they said. They visit Spain like, I don't know, every few months or something like that. I can't remember. Alex can tell you. But we had such a delightful conversation with them. And it was just so pleasant. And I just felt like, wow, we're all just like so happy and vibing. And it was just really good and positive. And I honestly, I've heard things said about Spanish people like having a problem with tourists or you know, in my case, like being racist or anything like that, or being mean. I mean, just like you hear people say stuff and it's always some kind of broad generalization, you know, it's like Spain is a big country. Like you're generalizing a lot of people. And I can say honestly, with the exception of maybe one or two instances, I've felt nothing but love. Like I've felt nothing but friendliness, and just depends on your experiences, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it. The one thing that I will say is a kind of an odd thing that happened. The train, you should know that there's a train that goes from Malaga city, so Malaga, all the way to Fuengirola. So the two are bookend. So one on one end, one on the other. It's so easy to get back and forth. And then you have, you know, Benalmádena, you have lots of other cities in between. And so I rarely put my AirPods in because I kind of just like listening to the sounds and looking out the window and all of that. And this one day I went on the train and I was studying Spanish, and I was literally in the middle of a quiz and I had my AirPods in, and this man gets up on the train. He goes, "Okay, I'm going to sing." And he starts like it was, I was like, what is happening right now? I have been on that train so many times. I had never seen someone just belt out and just start performing. I was like, what's happening? And I felt so bad because I'm like, I'm in the middle of a quiz. Like I can't stop. So apparently that happens from time to time. So you should know that.
Yeah.
Somebody will get on and start performing. So there's that.
Nice. The most random.
I have to remember that I'm live and this can't be edited out like at all. Oh my God.
Bless you. Bless you. Nice. I don't know what we're talking about. Then you had this vision of this man crooning to you. So people being nice. That was the thing, wasn't it? People being nice in Spain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to try singing again?
Absolutely.
Do you want to do a bit of karaoke while we're here? You've got a bit of an audience, Stace.
No, I don't. But no, I will say that my time here since I've been here has been a release, and it's been, the stress has, and then mind you, there's still a few little bit of stress because you have to have your appointments, you have to have your TIA appointment, you have to have your padrón and all of those things. But then when you remember your why and you remember why you're here, tranquila, it just fades away. And so so to those who are considering moving to Spain, highly recommend it. Absolutely. It's beautiful.
We wouldn't be here otherwise, would we? Let's be honest. If it's, you know, if it was not very nice, we'd have left. We'd have gone. Vamos. We'd have left the country, wouldn't we? So
absolutely.
It's even nicer, I think, if you don't have to work. Which I moved at retirement age. It's not so nice having to work and paying autonomo taxes and things like that. But if you come over here and you haven't got to do that, I think that's one downside about Spain. Is their tax system sucks, like so bad.
But we said we were going to call it what? You gave a suggestion.
Okay,
Natasha gave a great suggestion. Like give it a name.
For me, but it's all right for you, Stacey. You're not self-employed over here. But for me, like to swallow the bitter pill from the Spanish hacienda, I have to say it's the sunshine tax. Like I have to tell that to myself when I see the money evaporate out of my bank account. So I have to say it's a sunshine tax. But other people I've spoke to that have moved over on the digital nomad visa have to call it something else. You know, the travel in Europe tax or whatever that might be. Like you have to fund your own thing. So yeah, you have to identify it with something that makes you smile. But for those ladies that are coming over retired, amazing. Rachel
has said, where did she go? Have you had
Yep,
any
she's there.
difficult times or experience since arriving? Um, I mean, like I said, like everything is not, rainbows. Like I I did hear, again, walking in a group of people. This was in Malaga. I'm not going to go into all the details, but um, someone like kind of yelled out at us, like, "Tourists, go home," something like that, in the most perfect English. So clearly not a local. Like, it was like not a local person said that, and it was like, we live here. What are you talking about? That was, it was jarring because we were having such a good time and we were walking, and it kind of came out of nowhere. But that was kind of shocking. And I would say that that's few and far between that I've experienced as, having had something be bad. Oh, my power's gone out a couple of times.
Mhm.
Yeah, but then I have to just go over to the little thing and flip the switch and then turn it back on. That is usually a case where I have the TV, all the lights,
Too much.
I'm cooking. Yeah, I got too much going on.
You ask
And
for too much.
I
Yes, you
did
can't
ask
ask
for
for too
much.
much.
And it's happened where I'm like in the middle of cooking and it's like, "Shoo," and I'm like, no. So I have to like around in the dark and find the switch. The only other thing that I can say that's a little bit, I can't even say challenging. I really can't. I have to wear my hoodie around the house all the time because it's chilly in this apartment. Like, it's cold. It can get cold. And I know that the Spaniards build their apartments and their homes in this way because in preparation for the heat. But damn, it's cold in here.
Yeah, houses are cold. Inside is cold.
Houses are cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no insulation in Spain, so that's why.
No.
But in comparison to what's going on around the world, ladies, it's first world problems, right? It pales into
Yeah.
insignificance.
Yeah, like I can't.
Yeah, not being bombed or anything,
Yeah. So yeah, no. Other than that, I mean, that's so small. So small. And
Yeah.
I have had challenges. I have had struggles for sure since we arrived. It, like you said, Spain does not solve everything. Everything is perfect here. Wherever you go, there you are. You bring yourself with you. And there's a whole issue of really needing to learn the language if you're going to live somewhere that is a small town, or you're accessing healthcare and other services that are not in big, huge, touristy, expat heavy locations. You have to know the language. And I am extremely fortunate because my spouse is fluent, and that has saved us a number of times. Just situations where I don't know how we would have navigated our way through it had we not had someone who spoke fluently. So learning the language has been a big challenge for me. And I know how important it is, but it's taking much longer than I expected it to sink in, to really have it catch. So that's a huge challenge. And if there was one thing I wish I had done the minute we decided we're moving to Spain, is I would have been hitting the studying hard, to feel a lot more prepared once we arrived. Because I struggle with feeling isolated at times. I want to express myself and make connections with local people here. And there's only so much you can do when you each speak just a little of the other person's language. So that's a struggle. That is a challenge. It's been very humbling. I didn't expect other people to speak English. I expected to be a faster learner of Spanish, and it's taken me much longer than I expected. So that's definitely something to keep in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think my biggest challenge has been away from my friends. I think that's been my biggest challenge. So I'm 5 years in.
Yeah.
I'm 5 years in. The first 2 years was not great. Like really struggled. And still, 5 years in, I'm still missing them. Going back next week, thank God, to see them. And luckily, I'm blessed because obviously being English, it's a 2.5-hour flight, and not like you guys in America. It takes longer to get back. So, but it's still, still weird.
We can't pop back for a weekend.
No, there's no. Yeah, I'm just popping back for the weekend. Just popping back for the weekend.
Yeah.
But I think that's the only thing. Like, I'll just never get used to this. Like I'll never get used to it, but it's my choice. It was my choice to leave them. Yeah. And, but that's just something that we'll never get used to. So I think that's my only challenge really. And, like Stacy said, cold indoors in winter, but you have to put, a electric blanket on your sofa, and then you have to put a nice throw on top. So as long as your arse is warm, it's all good.
I do have an electric blanket on my bed, and I have a little portable heater. So when it gets to be too much, I shut off the other rooms so that it kind of starts to warm up a little bit. I'm trying not to do that because I don't want my electric bill to like skyrocket. But listen, that is it's actually very low on the complaint. It just is. It just is what it is.
They're the most efficient. Electric blankets have the lowest wattage. So it's like cents a week. It's like so low wattage. Like it doesn't even really register on the scale of electricity bills. So anyway, just saying.
Okay, good. I
get yourself one.
I do have a little portable. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, but it's I'm glad I made the move. Yes, I miss my friends, and I miss the remaining family that I have in the States. I will say thank God for like FaceTime, so that at least you can see
be connected.
Everybody. Yeah, you can stay connected versus like several millennia ago. You couldn't even see people, but so it's that, but I'm glad I'm here. I'm very grateful to be here and to wake up here. And I would just remember my first night in this apartment when I finally moved from Fuengirola to Malaga, and I looked up and I saw the moon and the stars, and I was just like, oh my God, this is amazing. So yeah.
Good. No one's going back to their home country anytime soon, are they?
No. And there's no popping back either, because that's a long ass flight.
Yeah, and expensive. Yeah, I would imagine.
Expensive. Yes.
Yeah. Brilliant. Good. So anyway, listen, ladies, find your why. For those that haven't found it, Avetta, I think you know what it is really, but you're just hiding it from us. But I think you do, and everybody else seems to know their why, which is great. And like I say, it will really help you get you through the some of the moments, the challenging moments when you're looking to relocate over to Spain. And do what Redfox did. Put a list and put it on your fridge so you see it, because you will have periods of time when you're thinking, what the actual am I doing?
Yes.
To Spain, you're going to have those moments. What the actual?
Yes.
And then look at your fridge door.
Look at your list.
That's why all them on there. And it propels you through, doesn't it?
It really
So
does.
I find that it's really helpful to write down what it is that you are wanting rather than write down what it is that you don't want, right? So it's like the
Oh,
list was
yes.
not to get away from, blah, 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 and all the negative. It's the what I do want, the positive. And so you're putting that energy out and you're calling that into yourself is what I want, what all the positive that I want. Those are my whys, not not the negative. You gotta keep telling the universe what you do want.
Yeah.
Give me more of this.
Oh,
Give me more of
God.
this. Call it
Yes.
in. We have a list on the fridge right now of all of the things that we love about being here, the simple joys. Because gratitude also, I think, is huge, has been huge for me. You start missing home or things aren't working out or, whatever, things are frustrating, bureaucracy, red tape, whatever. Gratitude brings you back. It gets you grounded again. It gets you centered again into what's here, what's now, what's present, what matters. And I mean, you can't be grumpy if you're actually looking for things to be grateful for. And again, that's just calling more positive in, is let me focus on what I'm grateful for right now.
God, that is so beautiful.
It is beautiful.
No, seriously,
powerful.
that's so
It is.
true.
It is.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. And I think that's the perfect place to finish it on what Redfox has just said. Look how quickly time has flown. Look,
my God.
We've still got ladies with us. We've still got some wonderful women with us in the chat. So I think that was a really beautiful way to end with what Redfox said.
That was good.
So
yes.
I hope so. Well, thank you for joining us, ladies. Let us know. Let us know if you're happy for this to be a thing, and if there's anything you want to discuss on here. And if anybody wants to essentially come on and join us, like this is the first one of our community channel. If people want to come on, then we're happy to have you on and have a chat. So yeah, we've enjoyed it, haven't we? Have we enjoyed it, ladies?
Definitely. Yes. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Perfect. All right, then. I'll let you guys go. You ladies are staying on here with me. Don't you go anywhere for a minute. And thank you, everybody. Give us some topics to talk about. We want to talk about what you want to hear about, essentially. So
absolutely.
Tell us, everybody. But thank you for joining us. It's been great.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Till Pep.